Welcome back to another Guardian Tales video. Today we're going to talk about Camazone. Quick little overview. I'll put a bunch of tickets into it and show you guys the content. It is new. A lot of people that have been playing the game for a long time have really wanted some more endgame content. As with any game that people play a lot, everybody always wants more endgame content. For me, since I've been playing 2 weeks going on 3, I'm still catching up and getting all my guys ready, so I haven't really hit any sort of endgame wall, so to speak. But anywho, very happy to see more endgame content added in. In fact, since I've only been playing for like 2 to 3 weeks, I've seen a lot of new stuff added into the game. So the pace feels actually pretty good, unless you're some super mega whale. Then of course you're always going to rush to the end of any game. So what are we talking about here? So anyways, this was added in with the Ogma update. So there's Ogma there, and you'll see more Ogma content from me as I try to get his gear all set up. But anyway, so you're going to go to Adventure, and then on the right side of the screen, Camazone. There we go. I think you're getting 1 ticket per hour, so you get 24 tickets per day. I feel like that's how it goes. I don't know if there's any way to get any more tickets, and we're not going to go through this whole tooltip over here. You guys can read it if you want. But basically, you use a ticket to progress. You can go as far as you want. You'll regen more tickets. If all your heroes die, you can reset and you kind of cash out. So everything that you collected from that time will turn into a new currency called bottle caps. And there's a bottle cap store. It's got awakening stones, and actually I think it's got a decent conversion rate of hero crystals compared to everything else. So that's pretty much it. You get artifacts as you go, but I'll show you that stuff. So anyways, you're going to come here, you're going to pick a path. The regular swords is a regular battle. Question mark, I haven't done those yet. I think you pick, you have a choice. You can pick something, it might be a buff, might be a debuff, kind of monkey palm situation. The red swords is a more difficult battle. Personally, for me, it feels like sometimes the red swords can be more difficult than the boss, and then you see the boss down the road, and then you see the green. The green is, it's going to heal your heroes by like 40% of hit points. So you don't heal between battles, you got to keep going, so sustain is important. Let's look over here. I see the shopping cart over there, so I'm going to take the path that's going to take me to the shopping cart. I was able to, I think I died to the boss of floor number 3 last time, but my team has improved since then. So anywho, here's the team. You can move your people around. This is the team that I used when my first team got wiped, so we're gonna do the old swap-a-roo. This is very advantageous for folks that have a pretty deep hero roster, because in games like these, what'll happen is you get all these extra heroes, and then as you rotate to a different team, you stop using those original heroes, and they kind of just sit around doing nothing. So this is kind of content that brings value to people that have some diverse teams. But let's see, what do we want to do? Let's go DPS. Marina's always good because it's Marina. I've been putting a lot of work into Aoba. She's doing big heals for me. And let's get Ogma back on the team. So let's see, can I upgrade his weapon at all? I can't upgrade it in this interface, but that's fine. I'll upgrade his stuff later. I think I can run through my 12 tickets before I have to worry about it. I've been trying to get some gold and resources to get his gear up, because obviously his gear is garbage. But even with that, he's still one of my better heroes because he's awakened. All right, enough of that. Let's just double check Aoba real quick. Yep, she's got my heal stuff. All right, let's get in here. So you can see I'm kind of building for sustain. Let's do that and that. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, that works for me. All right. So things I'm working on getting the dark shards. That's gonna help my dark team, obviously, and slowly we're gonna try to get to get our Ogma up to 5-star. Marina's still at 4-star, and I really need to get her to 5. We kind of switched gears, and what I'm going to do with the event, because in this event you have to basically choose, you want Marina shards or you want Ogma shards. Since the Ogma dungeon has a multiplier of 1.4, and the Marina dungeon has a multiplier of shard drops 1.7, unless I'm completely reading this wrong, please correct me if I'm being dumb, but what that tells me is that the Ogma shards are going to be more difficult to farm through the Evo dungeons, so I'm going to try to get as many Ogma shards as possible in the event that we're doing right now, and then I can always farm Marina later. That's the thought process. If that sounds dumb, please somebody let me know. But as far as heroes, if you have to choose between Marina and Ogma, even though Ogma's the new hotness and maybe you're a dude and you want a male avatar to run around as, I totally get that. Marina is a god. Ogma's cool. Ogma's awesome. He's in the meta. People are enjoying him. Marina is a freaking god. And in the end scheme, in the scheme of things, in the end, you're going to want to have both heavily geared, and you've got plenty of time. You've got until you hit 66 on both these guys to really decide who you want to limit break. Because getting either to 66 once you get these guys is going to be super easy. But limit breaking beyond 66, that's when you have to really pick and choose. Because even if you're whaling, or especially if you're not, those hero crystals are going to be a big deal. But like I said, with Camazon, you have another way to get hero crystals. So, hey, it might work out for you. But so if I have to pick one, I would pick Marina, even though Ogma's the new hotness and everybody's got Marina. Let's show you the shop. So we're going to go to the shop over here. You get this silver currency. Obviously, I don't have enough to do anything, but I wanted to show it off. You get to pick and choose, and you can hold, I think, 8 of these. Obviously, I can't afford them. And when you beat the red sword stages, you get to pick something like this as a reward. So just check it out. What I would actually suggest for most people, and you can see artifact menu, I don't have any yet. Every time that you reset, you cash out all your artifacts for currency. But what I would suggest is maybe skipping the shops until later, like floor 2, floor 3, depending on how strong your team is. Let's show the healing stage. That way you'll have enough silver currency to buy artifacts and have some fun with it and all that kind of stuff. Hey, I got a little puppy trying to get my protein shake. No little puppy, don't do that. So you can see we haven't done anything difficult yet, so my team is super healed. But if anybody is not healed, let me just move this shake on over. Then we're being attacked by a small puppy. This stage heals them up 40%, I believe. But keep in mind, if anybody dies, they're completely out until you reset everything. So sustain is important. That's why I'm running 2 tanks, a healer, and my Nari is my most juiced character, so she's gonna pack a bunch of damage for me. You do want to consider a diverse team. I have seen content where you have the guy that has this is the boss level. You have the guy that has immune to range, and then you have another guy who's immune to melee. So you're going to want a little bit of diversity on your team. So if you're running like an Earth team and you've got Bari, Tinia, Aoba, and like Hecate, that's all ranged. So if you run into the no ranged guy, you can figure out how that's going to go. So we beat a floor. We get to choose what we want. I don't have any fire guys, so fire attack doesn't make any sense. 10% hit points on kill is kind of okay. Like I said, sustain becomes very important very soon, very quick. And it's unfortunate I don't have any fire guys. Genius wig, skill attack. How do we feel about skill attack? Hopefully you guys can't hear that dog barking off in the distance. That's not my puppy. Skill attack. Do I have a very skill attack team? I like the sustain. Let's do sustain. You can always do more damage later. Also, eventually, if you cap out your artifacts, if you get all 8, you can swap old stuff out, but I don't know if you get anything for swapping an old thing. All right, we haven't done a question mark level, so I guess we're going to do that. Although, the path that has 2 shopping carts would be super easy. Or we could do, let's do question mark, and then let's go into the red. Because I think you get a free artifact as long as you can beat the red thing. So here we go. This is my first time doing one of these. You get to pick which one. Jump up the stairs. You've never picked this choice. Or you can go with the stairs flow. I don't know what either of these mean. Bum, bum, bum. It's kind of reminiscent of the old text-based RPGs that people used to play back when computers were new and only had like 2 buttons. Let's see, climb, start to move backwards. Whatever. We've made our choice. Heroes take damage, 10% of their own max hit points. I don't know if that's like a one-time thing. If it's a one-time thing, I think Aoba can just heal that. It's no big deal. We still get bottle caps. We didn't get any silver for doing that. That was a little bit unfortunate. And then here we go. Can I click on the enemies? I guess you just gotta read their names and guess what they do. All right, whatever. I'm gonna start moving a little bit faster. I'll probably put some, so it's about time for me to put some puppy pics up in one of the Discords, so we'll probably end up doing that. But yeah, girlfriend found the puppy. Oh, I wonder if the last debuff reduced my max hit points. The way it kind of read, or maybe I read it wrong, I thought it was just gonna like, you know, basically do an AoE attack to my whole team and then I'd start off at 90%. But I think this actually reduces my health by 10% max, maybe. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Let's do a red one. This is more difficult, but the reward should be better. You can see the enemies there, so some of these are a little bit spicy. You're fighting some actual heroes. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know how much you guys can hear off on the ambient noise all around me, but it's like this every day, fellas. I ended up switching my sleep schedule to get a little bit more done, where I was like sleeping through the day and up in the night. Sometimes I do that anyways. But, dude, silence. I feel like I'm turning into an old grumpy man because silence is like one of my favorite things. Goodness gracious. Although I don't mind this little puppy attacking me. It's some sort of like mutt mix Chihuahua thing. They think it's not a Chihuahua, but it looks like a Chihuahua, sounds like Chihuahua, smells like Chihuahua. But anyways, all right, so we cleared the thing. Water attack would help Marina. Fire attack helps nobody. Let's think. So I can give the whole party will lose 10% defense, which is kind of not making me feel great. I could give Marina 50, or I could give my whole team 40% with no 10% penalty. So I think the attack makes the most sense. Even though Marina is a godly boss. If my Marina was 71 and if she was my focus, I'd probably consider doing that. She super busted. Her chain skill or her weapon skill thing is AoE. She's so good. But anyways, all right, moving on. What do we got here? Whatever. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. So for Coliseum, we're back in Diamond 1. For Arena, I think we're in Diamond 3, although we might have dropped into Platinum 1. It's whatever. Easy peasy. So you kind of see the level of difficulty here. It jumps up, of course, when we get into the next floors. I think today I'll be able to beat the floor boss 3. And if you beat floor 3, I think you start at 1. If you beat floor number 4, you can start at 2, something like that. So you keep a little bit of your progress. All right, boys. 2 more tickets. There we go. Undefeated heroes will be recovered. Well, everybody is fine. And then we'll do the boss fight, and that'll wrap the video. But I'm going to stay here, and we're going to push as far as we can go. I think that I'll be able to get some upgrades. I did a big upgrade on Ayoba. Her weapon was like level 50 or 40 or something like that, so I maxed her weapon. I got her accessory, because she's actually got a good healing accessory. I got that upgraded, so that's pretty significant. And then it's time to loop back around and get Ogma going. I wanted to focus on the Evo dungeons and just try to grind that as much as I can, because that's probably one of the biggest grinds. And you are getting experience, you are getting gold when you're doing Evo dungeons. So sometimes if you're able to be patient, just doing a ton of Evo dungeons, not doing gold dungeons, not doing experience dungeons is the way to go, because the limiting factor really is evolution shards until you get that maxed out, and then it goes to hero crystals, I believe. Ooh, that's spicy. Didn't expect that at all. All right, we're gonna have to come back here and deal with that. I think we one-shot the floor 2 boss last time, so. Well, we got some stuff to work on. That sucks. I didn't expect that at all. I think it was easy peasy until floor 3. We do have some backup heroes, so obviously we're out of tickets here. We gotta wait until more tickets regen. But I should have enough backup heroes to deal with it. Also, what you'll see is that all the damage that you dealt sticks around. So when I join into this battle, this is what the hit point bars will be. So I could throw in my backup team, and I should be able to finish this one out. But that was surprising. I think I just face rolled floor 2 last time. So, it sucks. All right, you get the idea. But this is what's kind of forcing my hand. This is why I'm going back and upgrading items and kind of waiting on Evo shards. Because Evo shards is going to take me like a week or 2 or more to see any difference there, because I'm trying to go from 4-star to 5-star. Whereas if I upgrade the weapons and the gear, that's increases that I'll feel today, and hopefully that'll help me over here in Camazone. But that's a quick run through, so hopefully that was helpful. pretty straightforward. Let me show you the shop real quick. I know we talked about it. I think word on the street is they might add stuff to the shop over time, but here you go. Awakening stones. You get some hammers. And then of course hero crystals. So I actually would not do the hammers because you can farm the hammers every day on your own. You can throw all your coffee into hammers and do that. So I wouldn't do hammers. As far as the awakening stones, unless you're throwing gems and recharging your awakening dungeon tickets, awakening stones are fairly limited, but if you need them, you need them. If you don't, you don't. I think they're also a lower priority. And then that leaves hero crystals. Hero crystals, while they're super expensive, so you have to kind of crunch the numbers there, they're probably the most difficult out of everything on this page to farm. So what I would do is basically, let's say if I need a red legendary awakening stone, like I'm 1 stone away from whatever, I would do that. But other than that, I'd just save it up and do hero crystals. Or you can just save all your currency and wait to see if they do something different. But that's my thought process, but keep in mind I've only been playing 2 to 3 weeks, and I could be wrong. But that'll pretty much do it. So that is indeed the team. I need to put a lot of work into Ogma. His weapon's half done. Let's, can I even look at him? Yeah, so his weapon's half done, his shield is garbage, his accessories complete garbo. So I'm gonna throw a lot of my coffee for the next couple days into item dungeons and into gold dungeons, and I might even switch these items. This is just what he's wearing at the moment, but yeah. So if you see him getting crushed, it's not necessarily his fault. We've got quite a ways to go, and that'll pretty much do it. I think today or tomorrow we get to get our first green accessory. And accessories are fairly endgame, although I don't talk about it enough. This is the wrong button. The accessories, some of the accessories, the 3 stars and the 4 stars and all that, they're actually endgame potential items. So let's go over here. I'm taking like the worst way to go here. Shop, Minotaur's necklace. Hopefully we can get this on Nari. She is the super carry, so this would be a massive increase for her, and then I can take her accessory and put it on Ogma. That's the most likely strategy. And then right around the time that happens in 2 to 3 days, I should have everybody that I'm using primarily, all their gear should be upgraded to 66. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. All right, boys, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.